All right, everybody, welcome in. It is week 2 BearCave here in SFA season 11. Welcome. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, if you haven't heard the SFA before, it's an online dynasty ran entirely through Discord. You do not need the game. All you need is Discord and about 30 minutes of free time a week. You can coach a team, you can recruit, you can set depth charts, you can set playbooks, you can set schemes, you can play server games. We have a full operational sportsbook, fantasy football, tutty tally, etc., etc. But yeah, we are here. Dogwater can see and he can hear me. That is great. I'm just doing my final setups here. No games in the sim games that were too crazy this week, so maybe week 2 kind of calmed down after week 1. How you guys doing today? What are you drinking? What are you eating for breakfast? And happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. Hopefully you guys can get some W's this morning. Hopefully you guys don't start out your Father's Day too badly. I know Dogwater's, he's mauling right now. Yeah, Utah State is the only team that really choked, which is pretty funny after beating. And that's the worst thing that can happen to you is you lose a devastating one to Utah State and then they still suck, right? They'll go 1-11 probably. All right, well, we are here. You guys kind of know how BearCave works. There's 10 games, and we quick sim through them to see if the game's close. If it is, then we jump in. You only really need 1 week, and then you become a vet. So, BearCave string. All right, we are here, and we are gonna get started with a fun one. This week, unintentionally, kind of became like full of storylines between the G5 versus the Power 5, and the first one is one of the cooler stories coming out of our transfer portal. We're starting out with North Texas at Wisconsin. Coach D Sleep took one of their quarterbacks. And this is the revenge game automatically in his first week. And yeah, so you guys see a bunch of the SCS versus FCS games. That's how I'm able to edit the schedule. I can't switch the number of games. I can only switch the matchups. So, yeah. And then I think D Sleep said he was wanting a tails and receive, correct? Tails and receive. And then obviously on the bottom line, game day will be coming up a little bit later. An option game day between Georgia Tech and Southern Miss, as well as we do at Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel, you are more than welcome. So I don't know why they're showcasing Sean Rodriguez. He must be like a freshman or something. But we got Kevin Utley. And we're at Wisconsin. And this is a Coach Tribe, I believe his name is. All right, so he said tails and receive. Here we go. All right, and all of your sportsbook bets are on the line starting now. First quarter, here we go. And Wisconsin starts out with a touchdown. Remember, they also have Tyquan Twiggs, and that's the problem. It looks like the defense is hurting them early. So 21-3 here after 1 quarter. 24. Let's see if North Texas can battle back. It doesn't look like it. So Wisconsin, oh boy. And I think I picked the under in this game. That might have been a bad choice for the Sickos parlay. Next quarter. Come on. Oh, no. All right, you got a touchdown there. It's not over till it's over, and I don't remember what the line was, but I'm pretty sure we hit the over. Oh no, we definitely hit the over. Oh, damn it! What are you doing, D Sleep? You're just ruining all my parlays. Oh my God, what a crazy! Oh, 66! Where's your defense? Anyone who picked the Sickos parlay, I am so sorry. All right, D-Sleep. So your problem is 100% defense as Kim Stingley, the SFA player, just dogs him. What even happened? Oh my god. All right, so Utley, he went 21 of 48. He did have 2 touchdowns, so not that bad, but the 43% completion percentage is not going to get it done. Tyquan Twigs didn't even really carry the ball. -2 yards, so whoever put Tyquan Twigs in their fantasy, you are a dummy. Oh no, I'm so sorry, D-Sleep. Shea Dickerson, 9 tackles in his debut. You got a few sacks here. So it looks like defense is going to be on the agenda for this year for and then on the other side, I mean, they didn't even run it well either, but look at this. Kim Stingley and Battle, 300 yards between them. Ridiculous. Dan Katz, the SFA tight end, had 2 catches. On defense, he had a few sacks here. Just not a good way to start it out. 66 is the highest score we've seen this season so far. Yeah, anyone who don't listen to me on these picks. I think all of my picks are already done. So that's an L. Sure, I get the players of the game. So Kevin Utley, not really that bad of a performance, honestly, in his first game. He just would like more completions. I think they'll be fine once they get to Conference USA, but, you know, we'll see. Is Skook's parlay already dead? All right, well, next up is we have 2 more users. We are going to Army at Oklahoma State. So, Coolio, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. I don't think he's here, though, so. Army actually looks pretty good this year. I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit scared about him, especially after my quarterback injury. So, and then Oklahoma State, they're trying to get back into their winning ways after barely missing a bowl game last year. Julian Kemp, he went like +9 in progression, so we'll see how good he is. Remember, this team does have major cash. And then we might get to see the debut of Kenzo Carter, the 6'4" corner. All right. First quarter. A lot less scoring so far than the last game. A 3-0 start here. Oh, we also get to see the debut of Ruddy Rogers as well for Army. 3-0 still. Okay. 7-3. There you go, Army. So Army's defense popping off today. Oh, boy. All right. So already 2 surprising results, I guess. Next quarter. Is Oklahoma State going to muster anything? There they go. They finally score. 17-10, 20-10, 2 scores heading into the 4th. Army. Coach Coolio. He stretches it to 17. Sved needs to get something immediately, and he doesn't. 34-10, Army. Oh, my. So, Army now. So, Coach Sved just got thumped by Army. Oh, boy. Tyreek Asher, he did get a touchdown in his first game. Let's see how Kemp did. He ended up throwing it 36 times in their new look offense. 3 TDs. Rushing, Ruddy Rogers had over 100 yards in his first game. Major Cash, only 1 catch. Buzz Modella in his first game, he had 3 pancakes. On defense, you got Mort Knudsen. It's all right, Sved. It's just Army's really good. I'm hoping. Kenzo Carter, his first game, 2 tackles. All right, and then Oklahoma State. Nick Massey, senior. It was kind of the same stat line as Kevin Utley. Not really anything going on for these running backs. Tyreek Asher, though, the freshman in his first game. Decent day, decent production. And then on the defensive side, Deuce Withers, he did have 2 tackles for loss. So both of the freshmen coming in, making an impact. Leonard Akana, a couple of tackles. Nothing crazy here. Just a tough start to the year for Sved, but hopefully they can figure it out, get on the right note. DH Baller, I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel when you join my Patreon. All right, so players of the game. Army. That's the same bot that's literally here every stream. Yeah, tier 3. All right, now we got the Holy War. So, are we gonna get to see the debut of Pac Aurora? Like the gameplay debut, the Holy War, BYU and Utah. Moon, if you're here, let me know. Kick or receive. I mean, if Pinstripe's here, he can do it if he wants, but whatever. All right, Utah, I have a lot of bets on you, I believe. Let's make this a good day. I already lost on my parlay, and we are reigning here in the Holy War. Oh, dear. Utah trying to get back to where they were in Season 7. Or Season 8, when they won the Natty. Alright, I don't see him, so we're just going to kick. BearCave's moving along way quicker than last week. No gameplay quite yet. And Utah starts out nicely there. Pac Aurora. Okay, 14-21. There we go. That's how you wanted to start this game. Don't give BYU any chance. If you guys did notice in the sim games, there was a lot of comebacks, so no lead is safe this week. As I say it, they pull within 3. A blown 21-point lead here for Utah. Oh boy, this game is coming down to the end. You cannot go 0-2 against your rivals, and they get a stop. That's huge. All right, we're going to go one play at a time now. 15-yard penalty. Pac Aurora is in. Remember, when we get to 2 minutes, that's when we jump in. A 15-yard penalty. That is huge. And a touchdown for Utah, so they extend it to 10 points. So I cannot jump in until it is within 1 score. And there's an interception. So Utah looks like they might have just done it. Let's see. They are up 10. Yeah, BYU mounting a comeback here. 4th and 15. This game should be over, and it is. So Utah escapes in the push. Big W there. So Pac Aurora gets a touchdown. We got a return punt there for Utah. Bruno Ferrari. Tyler Bausick, SFA player. Dalton Cobbleberry gets a run. Interesting. Yeah, Utah definitely not as good as we thought. Pac Aurora over 100 yards and a touchdown. Nicely done. Warren and Pac Aurora. So a lot of people had him in their fantasy. Decent day. And then Josh Blair, my God, 17 tackles. Horner with an interception. The transfer, Jeremy Bastion from Kentucky, gets 3 tackles in his opening day. All right. And then BYU. McGee is their 68 overall freshman. Almost beats them. Bausick. And then Cobbleberry, only 1 catch. On defense, Enzo Woods, SFA player, tackle for loss. Mo Latu, tackle for loss. All right. So 3 games down. Nothing crazy has happened quite yet. I guess the Army win is a bit crazy. Welcome in, Sharp. Sharp, you should be happy. You took ASU to the brink. I was very unimpressed by ASU this week. All right, next game up now. Oh boy, we got a good one. We have the debut of the generational talent. Flynn Saunders against Coco and Georgia Southern. Coco, if you're here, kick or receive. I know Dirty Bird is not going to be here. Flynn Saunders is the generational talent. He comes in as a 93 overall freshman quarterback. All the hype in the world. But we got Georgia Southern here. One of the biggest rivalries in IRL Sunbelt. Yeah, I don't know. Dirty picking them was weird. But they do have Rashad Banks, SFA player right there. He is the cornerback. He was the cornerback team of the year #1 spot. They also have Akrong Barron, SFA running back. So question, does a quarterback make all the difference? That is the experiment. We will find out today. So far, no scores. Georgia Southern with a 10-point lead after one. So Flynn Saunders not having the best start. These long drives here. Some very long drives. And Georgia Southern now takes a 17-point lead. All right, so we're after halftime, and App State still can't cook anything. Oh, boy. 20-0 now. As we head to the fourth quarter, App State is getting skunked. There we go. Finally a touchdown. Can they score again? No. Georgia Southern comes right back. Flynn Saunders not cooking up anything. 34-7, and Georgia State gets an emphatic statement to open the season. Josh Johnson outplaying the generational talent here. Flynn Saunders did get his first touchdown, though, and Trey enters the SFA running back. So, good start here for Josh Johnson. And Trey enters, the freshman running back, threw it 3 times. Interesting. He also had 123 yards and a touchdown. J.J. Young, David Love, Ryan Alexander all scored. And on offense, 13 pancakes for the center, the transfer portal find. And on defense, Tyson Coffey, the SFA middle linebacker, 9 tackles. Robbie Tyson, 2 tackles for loss. Albert Ashcherry, the bust from this past class, not looking like a bust today. 2 tackles for loss and a sack. Kyle Brookins with tackle for loss. And where is, what's his face? Malcolm Cope didn't do anything. Oh, he had a deflection. All right. So the guy they're all hyped for may not be the man. And then let's look at App State here. Flynn Saunders, his debut didn't really go according to plan. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 40% completion percentage. And really, it's because they have nobody to throw to. On defense, Rashad Banks, how did he do? He had 4 deflections today. He couldn't get those game-changing interceptions, unfortunately. All right, so a couple of surprising results here. The G5 versus the P5 games, which is pretty much all we're watching today. Popping off. We're 2-2 right now. With Army and, Georgia Southern, I guess, versus App State isn't really. But let me cook. All right. All right, so before we head to the Sickos game of the week, we need to sim my game. So if you aren't familiar, when I am not on game day or BearCave, I just sim my game live on stream. This is how I sim games for everything. I just press play, and then I press sim, and then it does it all for me. So, ECU No more Christian Richard at quarterback, unfortunately. Can Antonio Kirk keep us perfect on the road to promotion? Yes, he does! Vanilla Vic, baby! 3 touchdowns for Vanilla Vic. The Kilpatrick, the freshman, and then Bobson Dugnut, the SFA player, gets on the board as well. You love to see it. Oh my god. Oh, Antonio Kirk popping off in his first day. Game manager, that's all I need from him. Give him the Heisman right now. Vanilla Vic, 3 touchdowns, 181, and then more through the air. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I'm so happy. I thought for sure this was going to be a loss. And then Darrent Williams, please tell me he had a pick. No, he had a tackle for loss, though. Do we get any picks? We get a sack from Blake Warmack. I'll take that. No picks. All right. Let's go, ECU! Yeah, Coach Tribe. I mean, any day you put up 66, the highest output we've seen all season, you're going to have a fun day. All right, Dogwater, get Chelsea. Get her ready. And we have a Sickos Game of the Week, which means we have a first prediction. So get those Bob and us ready. This is obviously the Sickos Game of the Year. You got Josh Gamara. You got Flipper Masters. Dogwater versus his wife. Just so many awesome storylines going into this one. So, who will have more turnovers? That's what the prediction is going to be about. Is MTSU as a whole going to have more turnovers, or is Arizona? So basically, is Flipper Masters or Josh Gamara going to choke harder? You guys have 1 minute here for those Bobanas. Use them, use them, use them. And Chelsea gets the choice, Dogwater. So let me know for her, heads or tails, kick or receive. She is on the road, and we are in Tucson, primed for another Tucson tragedy. Tails and receive. All right, she wants the ball. All right, I'm hoping we get some good gameplay here. 4 games in, almost halfway in, and nobody has chosen the other team yet. Get those Bobanos going. Use them, use them, use them. But we're stacked on 1 prediction right now. Somebody put some money on the other side. It's turnovers. It's not the game. There you go. Put 10 points there, and you get the whole 12.1. Remember, it's which team will have more turnovers. Josh Gamara is more prone to turnovers than Flipper Masters. That's why I chose this. All right, tails and receive. Here we go. Yeah, whoever put in like 60 points, you get that from like watching for 3 minutes. So 1 to 200. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know which team got more. And there he is, the sophomore QB, Josh Gamara from Jacksonville, Florida. Dogwater's Pride and Joy next to Mike Wishbone, a new look team, all new numbers. They have new neck rolls, all sorts of stuff. But they're still going to end up losing. So she said tails and receive here. So tails, and Dogwater wins the toss, so she will receive anyways. All right. The Sickos Game of the Year. Is it going to deliver? First quarter. Just keep it close. MTSU gets on the board first. Hold up. 1 quarter down. Chelsea is up 7-0. Oh my god, another failed drive. MTSU, come on. And they hold them to 3. And then Arizona gets a long touchdown. A 73-yard run for Bowers as we hit halftime. Oh boy, this game is heating up. Come on, MTSU scores. Oh, this one is going to be close today. And MTSU takes the lead. Dogwater, as we head to the 4th quarter, is down 2 scores. Next possession. Can they punch it in? They do, and they get the 2-point conversion. Another run for Bowers. Josh Gamara gets the 2-pointer. Oh boy, we're going to go play by play now. We're getting down to it. Husband versus wife. As it's a 4th down now. Josh Gamara has the ball. Are they going to take the lead? Oh, they're driving. They're driving. 3rd down. 4th down. And the 26-yard field goal is good. We got a tie ball game. If you're just joining, you're joining at the perfect time here. 3rd and 4. Here we go. Flipper Masters against Arizona. Chelsea, can she do the unthinkable? 3rd and 4. Oh boy, Flipper on the run, and it's a sack, and that's Taylor McQueen! The sack fumble, Arizona takes over, wait! It's a clipping call on the offense! Oh my! The position change to put him at middle linebacker pays dividends. McQueen. Another sack fumble gives Dogwater life. Now Gamara has the ball. Quick option. He gets it to Bowers. He runs over a man with that neck roll. He's still going. Dogwater's already counting his chickens before they hatch in chat. Remember, Gamara still has to not turn the ball over here. They come out empty. A lot of new numbers on this team. Mike Wishbone at the bottom. Lazard in the slot. Bowers in the backfield. They hand it off. No, Gamara's going to keep it. He gets a nice block, and he goes down. Ooh, baby. Can Chelsea find a way to get a stop here? They are threatening Janikowski field goal range. The clock is running. 2nd and 10, Gamara. Pocket. Okay, finds oh my, look at a wishbone push. 3rd and 5 now. Clock is still running. I think they're more than happy just to take a field goal. But this would be a bit of a long one. It'd be about 49 yards. They're out empty again. Watch the QB run. 3rd and 5. He floats that out there to no one. Miscommunication, and now Middle Tennessee State's going to get the ball back with all their timeouts. What a miscommunication there from Gamara. I think he was going to Bowers. So they bring out Sebastian Janikowski, the SFA kicker, from 49 yards. Can Arizona take the lead? The kick is up, and it's good! Seabass gives them the lead. 56 seconds to go, though it is not over. Seabass converts, though. That is huge for the Dogwater hopefuls. 56 seconds. Coach Chelsea, Flipper Masters. They were cooking something up on the sideline. Will we see another catastrophic failure for Arizona? Watch out for Taylor McQueen, though, in the middle. When he rushes, it is over. Oh, boy. Flipper. And that's going to be picked on the first play! And it's going the other way! Pick 6, Arizona! They're going to win the game! Wow! Two plays for Flipper and 2 turnovers. And Arizona takes a 10-point lead. That game is not real. We'll see the real game a little bit later. All right, so we are back to 10 points, unfortunately. So we just got a sim to see if they can get a long score. Try to get back into this. 4th and 7. They do get a first down. Are they going to get a score here? 3 seconds left. No. And Gamara survives. Arizona survives. They go to 1-0. That was the first gameplay we've seen today. The first games were all kind of blowouts. Wisconsin got a 40-point blowout, and then Army won by a couple of scores. And then Utah hung on against BYU. And then finally we just saw Arizona beat Flipper Masters. And that, unfortunately, was just to showcase Flipper's lack of arm strength on that pick six. Yes, happy Father's Day. You're welcome, Dogwater. I won that for you. All right, let's see how this one went down. Janikowski, Bowers just popping off pretty much. And then Riley obviously getting the pick six. I cannot believe the first play you get a McQueen sack fumble. All right, so there is one interception. And then they had one fumble. Or I guess they had two fumbles. $100 yards. And then defensive-wise, they got a few sacks here. It doesn't look like... Oh, they did have a pick. All right, so this is... there's still hope for this prediction here. Arizona. Passing, Gamara, 22 of 46. No touchdowns, but one interception. And then Bowers popped off, saved them. 2 touchdowns for him. Valverde with 5 pancakes. Nice day for everybody involved. Seabass went 3 of 3. That's crazy. All right, so now let's see who wins the prediction. And turnovers. We watched 2 turnovers for MTSU, so they both had 2. All right, guys, so in terms of this... No, you know what? Arizona wins. You know why? Because if you look at the stats... right? Flipper, we watched him have 1 fumble. And then it says Evans had a fumble as well. Flipper Masters also had a fumble. We watched it, and he threw a pick. So MTSU actually has 3. So if you picked Arizona, you win. I'm not even joking. Yeah. Yes, it was a turnover. We literally watched it. Arizona wins. They only had 2. MTSU had 3. Evans fumbled. That was Flipper Masters, my guy. How is it not a fumble? He literally fumbled the ball. Alright, well, I'm just deleting this prediction because you guys are being weird. Alright. No prediction for there. Alright, so Dogwater starts out with a win. Game delivered. We finally got some gameplay. I got 2 highlights. We will take that. Welcome in, Cyrock. There is a link on the channel to our Discord. It is a Online Dynasty ran entirely through Discord. You don't need the game or anything. Obviously, you can coach, recruit, all that stuff, and then play in a bunch of our server games. So if you want to join, feel free. There's still a lot of teams available. We have about 75 active users. So yeah, link is in our channel descriptions. And we're in the middle of our BearCave Week 2, so it's a perfect time to join. As now we're going to go to our Patreon Choice of the Week. So this week they decided with Auburn at Kansas at -4.5. So last week's was the biggest upset in BearCave history, pretty much. So we'll see if this game delivers. Auburn, if you're here, or Fink, if you're here, let me know while I create this prediction. You guys get a full minute on this one. We are going to go with Kyle White. Well, Kyle White have more TDs or INTs? If it's a tie, then the tie goes to the touchdowns. A tie goes to the touchdowns. So you have a full minute. Is Kyle White going to finally be him? Yeah, I don't think Kenzie's here either. And Fink, I don't think, is here. Thanks for following, Coach Tribe. Yeah, remember, if you're a coach, follow the stream so you get the little notification so that you know when we go live for your games, obviously. And once again, this is going to be another stacked... I'm pretty sure Bummer is Skook. Or no, it's Florida Man. Florida Man. Remember, guys, recruiting decisions are right after game day today. Dogwater, I cannot believe that your roster moves had that big of an impact immediately. How in the world? First play. I'm telling you, dude, when I had to play as Gamara against Taylor McQueen rushing up the middle, he was smoking me. Flipper Masters had no chance. Yes, I deleted the form. All right, so Kansas. The recruiting form, so that because recruiting submissions close when games start. All right, so technically Auburn is the better team. Kyle White, though, he is a senior. We get to see J.J. Justice. We get to see a new running back, Donatello Perkins, Tez White, Patrick Chung. Can Coach Fink finally put together a season that is respectable against Kenzie here, who got smoked in his first game? I don't see a star next to your name. I don't know. All right, first quarter here, the Patreon game of the week. Will this one deliver? Oh my, Kansas, 2 in a row. They're up. They're a 4.5-point favorite. We need Auburn to start cooking. There they go. 21. Okay, Kansas. Kansas popping off. Maybe Auburn really is just this bad. Can we see a comeback? Does not look. Wait a second. If Auburn can get something rolling here. All right, we head to the fourth quarter. It's an 11-point game, and they do nothing with it. And Kansas, this might be the end. Boom, wait a second. Down 12. Donatello Perkins, can he end this game? Sacked. Remember, we cannot jump in quite yet until it is within one score, which they're close, and there they go. They get it. All right, so we see that, and now we're going to see the onside kick. They still have all 3 timeouts left, so there's always a chance. Is Fink going to choke as they do get the recovery? All right, 3 timeouts, though. The game is not quite over. Donatello Perkins, the new running back, SFA player. You got Kyle White, J.J. Justice as well at wide receiver. They're handing it off. Donatello Perkins, his first carry, and he has the edge. A first down wins it. There you go. I guess technically now Auburn will get the ball with like 5 seconds left. But we have to watch it now all the way through. Hand off the middle. Perkins again. My God, no run defense here for Kenzie and Auburn. Yeah, 4.5 was a good line. Had I done it myself, I probably would have picked the 6-point line, but Both would have been good lines. As Perkins, and they give him the first down. That's going to be the game. Kenzie's still using his timeouts, but it's over. So you just need to make sure Kansas gets out of here with their victory. And Kansas will get that cover. Reston, you put 10K? Did you put channel points or did you put coins? So Kyle White starts out 1-0. They're hoping this could be the year of something special here in Kansas and Lawrence. Yes, a great line. Nice job, Patreon boys. We'll see if you can keep it up after giving out one of the worst lines ever. We give out one of the best ones, so very nice. Remember, the Patreon watch party will go live on YouTube if you want to see Ryan Leaf's potentially last game as a South Carolina Gamecock. That game was really close until the end. All right. Well, let's see how this one shook out. Scoring summary. Perkins with an 82-yard run. Man, and Patrick Chung gets a pick six. Oh my God, Perkins. Did Kyle White or did Fink hit on this receiving back? All right. Touchdowns and interceptions. Kyle White right now tied, so it looks like he is going to win. Did he have a rushing touchdown? He did not. Oh my God, 200 yards. So remember, I said a tie goes to the touchdowns. Boom, there you go. Donatello Perkins popping off in his first career game. No catches for J.J. Justice. McCormick, 8 tackles. J.J. Justice, 5. And Charisma Mukaida got an interception in his first career game as well. So the freshmen all popping off today. You love to see it. Auburn, Antonio Williams, and not the best game for him. 2 interceptions. And then rushing the ball, nothing crazy happening here either. Cannon was the best player on this team. Got an interception, though, from Frank Williams. And then outside of that, really nothing. Yeah, all you first-year coaches, it gets so much more exciting when you start recruiting players and seeing them do stuff like that, like for 200 yards. That's crazy. Donatello Perkins popping off. Potentially a dark horse to be a freshman All-American. 1 or a 2-star receiving back. Having a great day. All right, so now we are headed on to the right side of the bracket, or of the graphic, as we say. These are the better games. These are the big ones, as we are now going to get to see Cyrilax Bro take on his former school and the wide receiver who broke the transfer portal. Chet Doge, can he do it again? Is he going to have a repeat year? The SFA Player of the Year coming back to the Arkansas State Red Wolves despite his tight end, despite his QB leaving. He did not want to leave. Chet Doge right there. Can he? There's a lot of bad blood on both sides here. Former coach against his former player. And UNC starts out with a field goal and then a touchdown for Arkansas State. They go up 14-3. Oh boy, this is what I was afraid was going to happen. Next quarter, Oh my, 21-3 now. 24. Chet Doge is destroying them. Can UNC battle back, though? It's only halftime. It is only an 11-point lead. And 30. There they go. 20. It's still a 10-point game here as we head to the fourth quarter. Next change of possession. Oh, my God. Another one. And that's Chet Doge with the touchdown. And they stop him on 4th and goal. Is this over for Cyrillax, bro, at his new school? Oh, and again. It's a 16-point game. We cannot jump in. Now down to 10 points, so it's getting a little bit closer. So I'm going to just go one play at a time. See if they can get back within one. They need a touchdown immediately. 1st and goal. Can they score? No, they don't. And Chet Doge does it. They win by 10 here. You have runs by Simmons, and then he gets one in the fourth quarter. 28 yards. You love to see it. Come on, show me 200 yards. 400 yards for Harris here. And we did not have any carries for Stanky Leg. On defense, Chandler Johnson, the transfer, 6 tackles. But man, a poor showing here for the preseason ranked UNC. Oh yeah, for sure Chet Doge is a first ballot. Jeff Ford, 300 yards. And Chet Doge, 114 and 1 TD, just cooking the defenders. You love to see it. So he picks up right where he left off from last year. You have to wonder how Cyrillax, bro, would have done if he brought all these transfers to Arkansas State. Army destroyed him, and J-Sow destroyed him. All right, next on the dock. Oh boy, here we go. Captain BearCave. We got Mango, who just performs so well against a coach that pretty much every time he's on BearCave, it is a close one or an overtime game. TCU at Michigan State. Binks McBurnfinger is back as a true middle linebacker. Mango, if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. Is Anthony Black for real? Tails never fails. We want the ball. Oh boy. Is Michigan State, after a year off, they had some injury troubles. Are they back? We got rain here in East Lansing. He said tails never fails, and we want the ball. All right. On the other side, one of the best rosters in the country, number 10, Michigan State. What is going to happen here? A touchdown for Michigan State. TCU ties it back up. They have an explosive offense. It's just always an issue of whether the defense shows up or not. And so far, Michigan State has the advantage. Long drive for a field goal. As we hit halftime, 14-10. And pretty low scoring game here. 21-10 now. And they push it to 18. So TCU kind of choking and nothing going there as well. And 35-10, TCU is getting destroyed here. Can they make this a game? And no, they cannot. Just too much time off the clock. And that is the game. TCU loses to Michigan State. Let's see how it went down. Calvin Johnson scores. McBurnfinger scores. Robinson scores. McBurnfinger twice again. And then Black. So TCU, decent day for Black, right? But Hilton couldn't get it going under 3 yards of carry. Speedy Gonzalez popping off. Lloyd having a touchdown. Nash having a touchdown. On defense, you had a sack from Clemens. Bowman and Kane Chambers, both 6 tackles. Not a bad day for TCU. It's just, you run into the Michigan State buzzsaw as the man who forced Jerry Schmierman into the portal has a good opening day. McBurnfinger has a great start to the year, 139, 3 TDs. Hopefully he is back. Bradford Blazer leads the team in reception. Calvin Johnson gets a tutty. Llamas in his first game gets 7 pancakes. Gives up a sack, though. On defense, Dwayne Johnson gets a sack. McBurnfinger, Willis Whopper, 4 tackles for loss in his opening game. Nice game, nice game, nice game. Sir, are you blind, Pinstripe? We have Florida Ole Miss next. Buddy. All right. So BearCave's going by really fast today. We only have 2 games remaining. We've only watched 1 game. None of these have really been that close. They're great this week has been all about like great matchups on paper, user versus user storylines, but the teams I guess are a little bit outmatched. But this one should be good. We've got Florida at Ole Miss here. Florida, who has been really good for the past couple of years. And Ole Miss obviously has a shitload of SFA players. These teams are super close on paper. Ole Miss had a terrible year last year. So we'll see. They are in the baby blues. See what they can do. And Neil has 40K on this game. The Marriage Bowl went to Dogwater on Father's Day. Flipper Masters, we saw 2 plays. He had a fumble and he had a pick 6. And this year it's like completely flipped. The East is terrible so far and the West is dominating. But this is an all East matchup, I believe. 10 points. It was the closest game we've seen today. Besides the Kansas one. Alright, Brent Boozler is the best player on this team by far. See what kind of day he can have. If he continues the same production, he'll wind up around Heimlich Heisenberg and Mo Alley Cox in terms of production. I don't know the names of the divisions. All right, first quarter, Florida starts out with a quick tutty. Ole Miss has never been known for their defense. They are missing LaRod Hopgood, their number 1 corner, dislocated something. 7-7 though here as we hit halftime. Ole Miss does take a lead here, and they can't get more. Okay, so halftime only a 7-point lead after a quick start from Florida. And Ole Miss extends it, and Florida is battling back. Can they hang in there? And looks like they are about to score as we head the 4th quarter. No, they hold them to a field goal. Toto Sucky, the SFA kicker, it boots it through. All right. Change of possession here. We are now going to go play-by-play as we're getting close. And 3rd inches, 4th and 3, a big stop from Florida. And they go for it, and they get it. What a big dick move from Ole Miss as they score a touchdown to extend it to 11. So they say, fuck the field goal. All right, can Florida now score? Oh, boy, 3 big plays. Can they get in there? Yes, they do. And the 2-point conversion is no good. All right, here we go. They're going for an onside kick. They still have all 3 timeouts, so there's still a chance even if they don't get this. And, oh, it's bouncing around. Florida recovers. Oh, my. What a play. And Dogwater, Neil is in shambles over there. 40K on the line, and his guys couldn't even pick up the ball. Ole Miss fails to recover. Florida has a chance. Down 5, 3 timeouts around the 40. This is Ben Reed, the backup from last year. He had a really great game in the game we saw against Minnesota, but really hasn't shown up today, and he misses on that one. Maybe he's a little rattled being here in Mississippi. Reed, he takes off this time, and he finds a little room, and oh my God, he gets destroyed there. I think that was Troy Oxford. Or no, Ernest Anderson. 3rd and 9 now. Clock is running. This isn't looking too great of a start. They do a handoff here. 4th and 9. Not sure what the point was right there. Is Gary Boyd on the tackle. .30 rushes, 70 yards. Not a good day on the ground. And is Florida going to lose here? They had every opportunity. Okay, Reed takes off. Can he get there? He keeps going forward. It's a first down for Florida. Ben Reed uses his legs, as we saw all last year, and somehow fought for it. 45 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Oh my, that play might have just been 40K. Man out wide. Reed, he has time. He takes off again, and he slides down, and another timeout comes out. We are in Hail Mary range for Florida. But they definitely don't want to leave it to that. 42 seconds, still plenty of time to run somewhat of an offense. 1 man rushing, and oh my, tries to test triple coverage. Booker Atwood, he has one of those 3 picks. Same with Eric Weddle as we get another 3rd down incoming. Reed not looking too hot out here. He's not making any great reads today. We know this Ole Miss defense is very good, filled with SFA players. Deuce Withers in the middle there. As that is going to be 4th down. Clock is running. Here is the game again. Elliott Lee could not get there. They're rushing up to the line. 4th and 3, 20 seconds left. Reed takes off again. He stiffies a man, and he's still running. They're at the 30. 18 seconds left. The clock stops. Oh, my. They're going right back. 17, 16, clock is running. Here they go. They snap it. Reed, he has time. He dumps that off. That's not the way to do it. This is going to be the last play. No, they're not even calling a timeout. That's the game. Oh, my. Florida completely fucks up, and Ole Miss wins. What a way to end it. David Ryan gets player of the game. How much does that 40K pay out? It was like, what was that? Plus 145, right? So for 100 you get 245, right? So you're going to get 96, yeah. Damn. All right, so TT Rexo, Neil, you could get one of the first mystery boxes of the season if you'd like. Remember, I only give out 3 a year. So the big dig bet works out. Reed with a run. Matt Ryan to D. Ryan twice. Nate Robinson had one. No touchdown for Brent Boozler. No, there's 3 total mystery boxes for the season. So Reed, 3 interceptions. So it's like a race to 100K to see who can get one of those. Glover, Streveler, SFA player, didn't do anything. All right, Ole Miss, how did they fare? Lots of Matt Ryan, 2 tutties. Nate Robinson, a tutty. And then Boozler and Acuna didn't do anything. So a lot of people's fantasy football just got wrecked by Boozler. I don't remember if I picked him or not. I think I did. Interception for Boyd. Kermit Scroat had 2 tackles for loss. Eric Weddle had a pick. Booker Atwood had a pick. Terrell Devers and Miles Ricketts. All right, what a game. Disappointed they didn't at least call the timeout and we didn't get a last play. Yam it, but, you know. Yeah, those were 2 of my parlays, but of course the under did not hit for North Texas and Wisconsin, so the Sickos parlay did not go through, unfortunately. Sorry to those that tailed. We went 2 out of 3. That was painful. I am sorry, boys. Week 3 we will hit, I swear. Keep tailing. All right. Buffalo at Tennessee. All right, Pinhead. So what do you want? Buffalo at Tennessee. Buffalo technically has the better roster. Pinstripe, but where is he at? Heads and kick. Okay. And as we get into this game, use your Bobinas. Who do you think wins? There's no spread or anything involved. I'll just wait on this screen until you have a full minute here for your Bobinas. Number 13 at number 2. Before even playing a game, Buffalo jumped up 6 spots. Tennessee jumped up to number 2 after smacking Mississippi State. The only other time these teams had played was at Buffalo, and Tennessee lost. Who will start out with an L? 2 playoff teams from last season. Number 1 and number 6. Arch in his final year, a new era for Tennessee. Get those predictions in. And I'm thinking, is more of the money on Buffalo? I always can't tell while it's happening. 3.6 versus 1.6. Will be a decent payout. All right, here we go. Buffalo going on the road to Tennessee. Tennessee already had an easy game. Now they come back home, and this is going to be the debut for Buffalo. And this is the debut of Billy Zoots, the #1 BearCave winner, and that is a big visitor section here for Buffalo. A lot of people coming in. Obviously, the Bulls are riding high after a playoff performance. You got Michael Morris and Arch Manning out there, as Tennessee will start with the ball. This was almost game day. All right, here goes the first quarter. And Buffalo starts out the field goal. Tennessee adds a touchdown, and Buffalo retakes the lead. They're going back and forth here to start it out. Tennessee can't score, but then they get a turnover, it seems. And then Buffalo again with a quick tutty. So it looks like Buffalo is moving it at will as they have a 10-point lead on the road, but Tennessee gets one back. Arch Manning tries to go to Kelvin Tyrell. He can't do anything. So a 3-point lead here at half for Buffalo. And they start out the nothing. And Tennessee takes the lead, 28-24. And now it's really kind of a stalemate. Wait a second. Buffalo may be taking the lead here, and they do. All right, next possession now. Tennessee takes it right back, and we're going to start going play by play here. Buffalo, can they get a score? They're dinking and dunking it down the field. And a big play for Tyrell. Now he's starting to cook. Manning's starting to run it. Can they take the lead? And they do. Roth takes it. So a 3-point lead now. We are not inside 2 minutes quite yet here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 now. Tennessee down by 3. 38-35. Bishop Moore. And he floats it. That was almost picked. Two quarterbacks who are in the Heisman race. Bishop Moore. And he's yamming it. That's a wobbler. 4th and 10. He got hit as he was throwing it. Are they going to punt? Billy Zoots right there, number 39. And they are going to go for it here. Still have 3 timeouts, so going for it doesn't necessarily mean that they lose. 4th and 10. Bishop Moore. Clean pocket this time. Dumps that. Oh boy, he needs some help. And he gets a couple blocks, but it's going to be a turnover on downs. Buffalo takes over. First and 10 now for Buffalo. They still need a few first downs to win. Apollo Ames out wide, and he breaks a tackle, and he's still going. Not a good start here for Coach Nick in Tennessee. Second and 1. They are starting to run clock here, and Archie keeps it. He has room on the sideline. Here he goes, and he gets hit hard, and he goes out of bounds, I believe. No, they used a timeout. All right, so the only hope now really for Tennessee is letting them score. All right, Buffalo again. Arch Manning up the middle, up the gut. Can he get in? And they're trying to break him. No, he is outside, and that's probably the best thing that could have happened there. Force him to use that last time out. All right, so the last hope here for Tennessee. Can they force a turnover? Hand it off to Apollo. Touchdown, Buffalo. They go back up 10. All right, so now we are back up over 10 points. So we have to just sim it. Can Tennessee somehow battle back here? 20 seconds left, and a penalty, and a sack, and final. All right, so Buffalo gets a win. Starting out the season nicely, 1-0. Tennessee now drops to 1-1, surprisingly. But luckily for him, it was an out-of-conference loss, so he still is fine in the conference race. And all that matters when you're a P5 is winning your conference. Tough drive there for Bishop Moore after a fantastic week 1. And Buffalo gets revenge against an orange team. Not the orange team, but a orange team. Last year was the Buffalo come up. Is this going to be the year where Buffalo's actually for real? That is the question now. A negative 5-yard run for a touchdown. Arch had a touchdown. Randall, Rogers, Edwards, Reed, and Twan Randall again. Edwards and Apollo Ames, obviously. 45-35, and I believe the over did hit. 4 TDs and 1 interception for Mr. Arch on his opening day game. He had 75 yards and another touchdown as well. 13 broken tackles for Apollo Ames. Randall and Tyrell both even day, just 2 tutties for Antoine. Ty Schultz only 89. Stabler, 6 pancakes. Lakiki gave up a sack, the transfer portal find. And then on defense, you had Thrash Daniels in his opening game, 8 tackles. Ray McNeil, a tackle for loss. You had a sack for Allen, a sack for Elevate. Billy Zoots didn't do much in his first game. Barney Fish had a deflection. And that is it. And then if we go to Tennessee, Bishop Moore, fine day. He just, didn't show up when we actually needed him to watch. The running game is, I think, where they're being held back for this Tennessee team. And, I mean, they should be fine, but the freshman gets 2 touchdowns. Ower with 11 pancakes and a sack. Nice. Kobe Cooley, 3 tackles for loss. They had an interception here. Antonio Broussard, tackle for loss and a sack for Hunt. Sippins in his first career game, only a tackle. All right. And with that, the BearCave stream is going to come to an end. A lot less of a crazy BearCave this week, but that's all right. I still got 2 highlights out of it, both from Arizona. And so as is tradition on BearCave, we are going to go through the week 3 matchups to see what is cooking and to kind of get a feel. Patreon members, look at these games, see what you guys might want to watch for your watch party. Before that, though, I just want to make sure the only things left are FCS games. FCS. These are all FCS. These games will be simmed. They don't affect our season. But these would have all been just user versus FCS games. All right, so what does Week 3 have on the slate? Coastal and CJ Irons against Arizona. Rice at Georgia Southern. Southern Miss at FIU. A conference game. Michigan at Kansas. Iowa State at Iowa. Ole Miss, Tennessee, both are... Tennessee may be ranked lower now than Ole Miss. We'll see. Arizona State at Indiana. Virginia Tech at Buffalo. UCLA at Boise State. That's a fun one. Florida State, Georgia Tech, Stanford, Boston College at Illinois. That will be a fun one. That will be on BearCave for sure, if not game day. Wyoming, Oklahoma State, ULM, USC, Army, Central Michigan. We got Syracuse, California. That's a good one. Arkansas, Colorado. It always seems like Colorado loses that game. Michigan State, San Diego State. McNasty faces his old school. Yeah, recruits are going to come out right after game day. Ohio State, Oregon. Ooh, Penn State and Pittsburgh. That's a fun one. Alabama, Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt having a great start to the year. Ooh, Coach Moon against his prior team, Virginia. Clemson, Minnesota. That will be a fun one. TCU, West Virginia. Georgia, South Carolina. A lot of losses from top teams already, so it looks like we're going to have a year with a lot of changes in terms of the landscape of college football, which is what you love to see over time. Texas and Florida, both disappointing starts. And then this is a banger of a game, LSU and Oklahoma. This could wind up being game day as well. All right, so that's a look at Week 3. Let me know in the Patreon chat which one you want to watch. Remember, a lower tier game. Oklahoma, LSU's off limits, you know. So yeah, that's going to end BearCave. I will... I'll be back in about 5 minutes to start game day.